What up, man? So I loved your video. Tons of progression. Fucking balling out, dude. I definitely wasn't expecting that. I guess you have like the push of your brother and shit, which helps, and that's fucking like super cool. That should like really help you progress really fast. Um, Competitive spirit and such, and having like hobbies in common with friends and family. Anyways, pointers just from that video. I really like everything coming together. You're getting all your motions down. I see like the crossover finger rolls. I see like your liquid and figure eights are starting to come together. Everything is starting to look cohesive, and you're starting to have like that flow. You know, you're starting to have a cohesive show where things are coming together. It's not feeling blocky. It's not feeling too repetitive. The only thing I saw you come back to was like your basic finger roll position, but you were doing lots of variations of that. So keep fucking doing that, dude. Number one thing I noticed that I did not like is your thumbs. So, like, they were too opposing of a color in my taste your color set. I don't know, it just took away from the fingers, in my opinion. But your placement was what was bothering me. So, when you're doing your finger rolls, you either want to tuck them or you want to have them straight down. Like, you never want to have them just hanging. Like, a lot of times it felt like you didn't know what to do with your thumbs. Same with like when you were doing your finger rolls here. I noticed like one thumb was here and one thumb was straight up or something like that while you were doing your finger rolls. So just really work on your thumb placement and think about it. So either you want to have your thumb straight out or you want to have your tucked. So like either way, I don't do tucked. I like having them straight out or here. But either or, but don't, you want to be conscious of your thumbs because they distract from the show if you have them doing weird shit. Same with your tunnels. So whenever you were doing tunnels and stuff, your thumbs were just kind of sticking out in weird places. So you either want to, when I do my tunnels, the main thing I always teach people when I teach people this, your starting position is closed fist, thumb pointed at the viewer, and starting at your chest to get the best effect. This is just the way I teach people. Elbow out. You shoot it forward. Then you do the motion, which is your finger roll. Your elbow comes up from that position, and your thumb is still pointed at the viewer. And that's the end position. Back, forward, back. See my elbow? My elbow pops to give me, so that my thumb can stay on this line between my chest and the viewer, as if there was a line going from me to the viewer. And I try to boom, boom, boom while I'm doing my whips. Same with when you pull them, you know? So really focus on your thumbs though. So either you're gonna keep them out, but you gotta hit the viewer straight on, or you tuck them and you kind of go faster and don't worry about them being in the viewer's face and just have them tucked. But you don't want to have them just straight out doing random like this. You don't want to do that. You want to tuck them probably. I saw you come to this position at one point during your show, and that was cool. I liked it, and you switched. When you switch, you could do it in a thread, kind of, you know, and that gives you the ability to get into a finger roll as well. What else? Sorry, I didn't like make a list of points and shit. I'm not that organized. Oh yeah, I saw you pull out this boy. So hell yeah, really focus on exaggerating all your circles. So that goes for this, that goes for these, that goes for the tunnels and the whips and stuff. You really want to focus on making a circle. So really, now that you've got this motion down, see how I go from left to right with my wrists while I'm doing it? So I make these big circles. So when I'm doing it, I'm exaggerating that circle because I want to create almost like an oval in front of the viewer. So I'm exaggerating. Same with these. That's why I move my elbows so much, because you really want to create that axis and rotate around the axis to create really good circles. For practicing that, I heard someone say this back in the day, and I honestly endorse it. Practicing while you're like sitting at a red light, your steering wheel is a pretty good sized circle usually, like actually. So I'll just practice doing circles like in front of my steering wheel, like perfectly lined up with it, so that I can just get the size right in my head, if that makes sense, so that later on you can do it more consistently. Throwing it to the camera a lot helps too. There's been a few nights in the past few months where I'll just turn on the GoPro, I don't even record, and I'll just throw on a mix, and I just fucking practice whips, dude, until I'm too tired of it. Like, line them up in the camera, doing them in weird places that I wouldn't think of usually doing it, and like replacing them in weird ways. Like, I just got goofy in front of the camera, and just it helped a ton, dude, because it's just like practicing in the mirror but better because you have a better point of view. Other than that, man, I was really impressed. Keep fucking going. Really practice on exaggerating your circles. Figure it, like, work on your thumb placement, and keep pushing, dude. Fucking really coming together. Oh, sorry this took me so long.